underserved communities, Naima Smith continues until Dr. King's dream is fulfilled. In Pasco, Xochitl Hernandez, NBC, Right Now.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day is celebrated across America every year around his birthday. Sophia Alessio shows us what happened when he once visited Washington State.
MLK Day is a federal holiday representing the birth of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Many know him as a representative of the civil rights movement, but do we know the backstory of when he visited Washington? I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the context of their character. That was a quote from one of the most famous speeches, I Have a Dream, by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in 1963. Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929, graduated from college, and became a pastor in Alabama. From the beginning, he believed that the separate but equal laws in place were wrong and wanted to help bring awareness to the racial injustice towards the African American community. Rosa Parks' refusal to move to the back of the bus in 1955 was the first time Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was chosen to lead a citywide bus boycott. And 2 years later, a group of civil rights activists formed the Southern Christian Leadership Conference to have a nonviolent protest for civil rights. In November 1961, Dr. King accepted an invitation from his friend Reverend Samuel B. McKinney to visit Seattle for the first time and talk about his movement, but he was not welcomed with open arms.
But I think Washington, like a lot of places, and at the time, of course, 1961, Seattle in 1961 is not Seattle in 2021.
The visitation proved to be extremely controversial and had even switched venues from where he was originally going to talk.
So I think in some ways, the colder welcome, the cold shoulder in some ways really demonstrated, where it's sort of like if it's in the abstract, we can be comfortable. Like there's this really important movement in civil rights. Yes, equity for all people and justice for all people. But then when it's right in your backyard and you're having to really confront who you are might be, it's being a little different.
Moving forward in 1963, Dr. King gave his famous I Have a Dream speech in Washington, D.C., standing as the main representative for the civil rights movement for everyone participating.
He was and continues to be an icon of the civil rights movement and represents, I think, the multiple layers of the movement. I think he stood for all efforts towards justice, especially for the Black community in the United States, but in doing so, it was about justice for all.
Dr. King was shot and killed in 1968, but his message did not die with him.
That the work of Dr. Martin Luther King is ongoing. Although he represented maybe in some ways, specifically the civil rights movement in that era, he represents the ongoing work as well.
With the Black Lives Matter movement starting in 2013 after the George Zimmerman shooting and the acquittal of Trayvon Martin's murder, the message from Dr. Martin Luther King still reigns, bringing justice, healing, freedom, and equality to Black people around the world.
And I think it's really important when we commemorate this day and this time that we understand it in our current historical context, and that it's not just something we look back on, but rather use the moment as a way to both consider, yes, we've maybe come a distance and we have yet so far to go.
While the work of Dr. King still resonates